Hey guys, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I make book related videos on this channel, so if you'd like to keep up and watch more bookish content, then please do hit subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you can stay updated as and when I post new videos. Today I'm going to talk about 20 backlist books that I want to read in 2020. As you know, I am a book hoarder, and hoarding books has come to the point where I have so many books that it overwhelms me to a certain point. So what I have decided to do is I will select 20 books from my list of 300 plus books on my TBR to read in 2020 and try to finish those. I have not been successful with these partial TBRs in the past, but I hope 2020 is a better year. So I have 20 books here today with me, which I will share with you, which I want to read in 2020. Wow, that was a convoluted sentence, but it got my point across, so it's fine. So without further ado, let's get into this video and let me share with you the 20 books that I really want to read in 2020. The 20 backlist books. Like, I have bought them, but I have not read them so far. And I have added them to 1,000 TBRs, but no, I didn't get to them. No. The first book on this list is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I wanted this to be my first Murakami book, but that did not happen. I read a short story called Birthday Girl, and then I read Killing Commendator, which I absolutely loved. I've heard a lot of people say that this is the best place to start Murakami, but I have already started Murakami, so probably I will love this either way, hopefully. Not probably, hopefully. And as has been my experience with Murakami in Killing Commendator, I know that he writes some really absurd stuff. It's supposed to be absurd, and I loved it for its absurdity. So this is going to be another book that I am really excited about, and hopefully I get to read. This next book I bought, but I haven't even opened the plastic cover off. I mean, there are quite a few of those on my TBR if you pay attention, but I don't think you can see it. But that's beside the point. The book I'm talking about is Milk Teeth by Amrita Mahale. I have heard a lot about this book on Indian Bookstagram at least, and I was very excited to read this, and I got this at a very cheap price. So I bought it and I just kept it like that, and now is the time for me to open this beauty and read it, and hopefully I'll love it. The next book is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily XR Pan. This was also a book that I was really excited about, but I obviously did not get to reading, which is why it's on this list. Wow, so amazingly smart and clever son. But the reason I have been obsessed with this book for so long, even before I got it, was because of the cover. The hardback cover was beautiful, I thought, but the paperback cover is even more beautiful, and when I got my hands on this, I'm like... And I think this is about mental illness. I'm not sure. As you know, the reason why I don't read blurbs and I don't try to remember them is because I like to go into a book blind, and that has worked out a lot for me, so I'm not going to change that habit anytime soon. So this next book is by an author who I admire a lot. I have never read any of his books and I still admire him, and that is saying something. He's one of my favorite Twitter personalities because of how level-headed his thoughts are. He has been through a lot and he shares his experiences on Twitter, and every time I see it, I'm like, there is hope. There's hope for everyone. And his books were already on my wish list for a long time, but watching all this, I was like, why haven't I read his works before? I still haven't told you the name of the book, have I? Okay. The book I'm talking about is Reasons to Stay Alive, and the author is Matt Haig. I wanted to read this the moment I got it, but I was really scared to open it because I somehow felt that it was going to make me feel a lot. And I know that's probably not the right reason to not pick a book, but it somehow hurt the very thought, because I somehow know that I'm going to love this book. I don't know if that makes any sense. I will be adding this to my Jan TBR as well. That video will be coming soon, so if you want to check that out, then you know what to do. This next book is another one that I've been seeing everywhere, at least on Bookstagram India and Booktube India, and I've heard a lot about it being said that it's a really beautiful book. It evokes so many emotions. It's lyrical, it's intense and whatnot. There are a lot of things that were being said about this, a lot of good things that were being said about it. The book I'm talking about is Latitudes of Longing by Shubhangi Swaroop. An astounding exploration of intense longing, Shubhangi Swaroop's novel begins in the depths of the Andaman Sea and follows geological and emotional fault lines through the Irrawaddy Delta and the tourist trap of Thamel to end amidst the highest glaciers and passes of the Karakorams. The story sweeps through worlds and times that are inhabited by a scientist who studies trees and a clairvoyant who talks to them. Lord Goodenough, who travels around the furthest reaches of the Raj, giving names to nameless places, a geologist working towards any futile wars over a glacier, octogenarian lovers, a superstitious dictator, and a mother struggling to get her revolutionary son released, a yeti who seeks human companionship, a turtle who turns first into a boat and then a woman, and the ghost of an evaporated ocean as restless as the continents. Binding them all together is a vision of life as vast as the universe itself. Okay, it's going to be a roller coaster. I don't know of what, but it's going to be a great one. It feels like, I don't know, I have that feeling. So I feel like this next book is very important in this time and age because of everything that's going on in this world. We are going to the dogs, that much I know. Maybe that would be a better idea because dogs are better living beings than humans are. But the book I'm talking about is Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Rennie Edo Lodge. Do I have to say anything else about this? Why I want to read this book so bad? What this book is about is that the book that sparked a national conversation, exploring everything from eradicated black history to the inextricable link between class and race. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race is the essential handbook for anyone who wants to understand race relations in Britain today. Okay, so this is set in Britain. I don't know why, but I love this. This cover is gorgeous, first of all. And then open it and you have this. So this next book is an Indian translation. It felt like the last time there weren't as many Indian authors as I wanted them to be, as I later wanted them to be, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're Indian, you need more Indian authors. So this time I made a conscious effort and there are like
1, 2, 3, 4 Indian authors. Only 4? What is wrong with you?
This book that I'm currently talking about is No Presence Please by Jayant Kaikini. It's been translated from the Kannada stories by Tejaswini Niranjana. This has 16 short stories. It feels like an easy read, but obviously it's not an easy read because translations are usually heavy with emotions and meaning and so many metaphors and allegories, and I'm looking forward to this like so many books on my TBR. 2020 is going to be a good year. Yes. So the next book I want to read in 2020 is Fight Like a Girl by Clementine Ford. So this book I got, I think, a few months ago. I was really excited at the time, and then somehow I forgot all about it. I know that's bad, but and this book is by Clementine Ford, who is an online sensation and fearless feminist heroine. I am so here for it. She's a beacon of hope and inspiration to thousands of women and girls. In the wake of Harvey Weinstein and the Me Too campaign, Ford uses a mixture of memoir, opinion and investigative journalism to expose just how unequal the world continues to be for women. Fight Like a Girl will make you laugh, cry and scream, but above all it will open your eyes to a way forward, a brighter future and a society where both men and women can flourish equally. And that's something worth fighting for. Like, I can't talk. Okay. That was what pulled me in the first place, and it did pull me in, but it let me out pretty quickly. So that's why I haven't read this yet, but I am really excited to read this, and I hope that 2020 will be a year that will be better for women, better for humanity in general. So this next book is set in World War II, and you know how much I love books about World War II, not because of everything that happened then, but because of how beautifully the authors managed to write about the emotions of the people, of the characters who are involved. And I can't believe I haven't read The Tattooist of Auschwitz yet, but I hope to read it soon. But that's not this book that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is set in World War II, obviously, and it illuminates an intimate part of history seldom seen, the Women's War. Okay, I've chosen correctly. I've chosen awesome. This next book is one that I have been excited about since 2017, and I got this, but I didn't read it even though I was so excited. So I thought, now let us put this in the TBR, in the Backlist TBR for 2020, and then I'll force myself to read it. Let's not make fun of me, okay? Okay, so the book I'm talking about is Cartas Postales from Greece by Victoria Hislop, and I read her book The Sunrise, I think it was, and it was an enjoyable read. Not enjoyable as in haha, I'm enjoying your sorrows and troubles and problems. No, but I really liked the writing and I loved how she brought everything to life, and this is one that I've been excited about for a long time, and hopefully 2020 will be the year in which I pick this up and I actually read it. The next 3 books are books that I have added to so many TBRs in 2019 that probably the books hate me by now. They are like, you add us to TBRs and you never read us. How dare you? So I was like, okay, relax, chill. I'm going to add you to my 2020 TBR, and they were like, there she goes again. But I will read them because, not only because the TV show is coming out. Is it a TV show? Is it a Netflix series? I don't remember, but the TV show will be coming soon. But also because I've been excited about these for a long time. Suspense has gone on for far too long, but I think you would have guessed the books by now. The books I'm talking about are Shadow and Bone, Season Storm, Dune and Rising of the Grisha trilogy. I need to read this series. But will I read it? Only time will tell. You stand here. No, you stand here. No, Dune and Rising, Season Storm, Shadow and Bone. Okay, that looks better. The next book that I really want to read is one that I had taken to Melbourne with me, but couldn't read, obviously. And the book I'm talking about is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, and I wanted to read it before the movie came out, but the movie came out and a lot of things happened. But yeah, I was not able to read the book, and I hope that I will be able to read it in 2020. I know it's a humongous book, it's huge, but still, I think I will be able to tackle it. The next book I want to read in 2020 is The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. This has been also a book that I have heard so much about. People have been raving about it, but a majority of the people who I saw talking about this book, they loved it. So I'm like, not only because of that, but reading the blurb also made me feel like I had to pick it up, which is why I bought it in the first place, but obviously I didn't read it. Anyway, what this is about is Ella Rubinstein has a husband, 3 teenage children, and a pleasant home. Everything that should make her confident and fulfilled. Yet, there is an emptiness at the heart of Ella's life, an emptiness once filled by love. So when Ella reads a manuscript about the 13th century Sufi poet Rumi and Shams of Tabriz and his 40 rules of life and love, she is shocked out of herself. Turning her back on her family, she embarks on a journey to meet the mysterious author of this work. It is a quest infused with Sufi mysticism and verse, taking Ella and us into an exotic world where faith and love are heartbreakingly explored. It looks like 2020 is going to be a better year, at least I hope so. So this next book is one of 2 classics that I consciously picked for 2020 because I feel like I don't read enough classics, and I'm not forcing myself with these 2, but I really want to read them and I want to know what it is about them that so many people are so crazy about. As you know, I'm not a fan of classics. So the book I'm talking about is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I love this cover so much. The only reason why I bought this book at the time was because of its cover. But now I know that there are so many people who love Rebecca and who I have seen rave about it. People I trust have raved about this book. Working as a paid companion to a bitter elderly lady, the timid heroine of Rebecca learns her place. Life is bleak until on a trip to the south of France, she falls in love with Maxime de Winter, a handsome widower whose proposal takes her by surprise. Whisked from Monte Carlo to Manderley, Maxime's isolated conscious state, the friendless young bride begins to blah 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 because there's a sticker here. But I get the gist and I'm even more excited to read this now. So this next book is also a classic, one of the 2, as I mentioned, one of the 2 that I consciously picked, and this was one book that I was really excited about. It was not available in India at the time. I didn't get it. My husband got a friend to bring it from the United States and he didn't tell me. It was a surprise. It was an anniversary surprise and I'm like, oh. Anyway, the book is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I have wanted to pick this so many times, but the reason why I don't pick it is because 1, the cover is beautiful and I don't want to break the spine, and 2, because classic. But yes, this is a gorgeous cover and I feel like now I should do justice to this and actually pick it up and read it. And what better a way to do that than to add it to my 2020 TBR. 2019's TBR is screaming at me right now. It's like, This next book is a surefire tearjerker, and that much I know because everybody who talks about it talks about how it made them cry. And I am a crier. And the book I'm talking about is When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. This is a story of a surgeon who passed away because of some illness, I think it was because of cancer. I'm not really sure. There's no blurb here. Why don't you put the blurb here? I got this in 2018 and I still haven't opened the cover. So this next book is one that I'm like, but the book I'm talking about, like, I don't have anything to say about it before I show it. Even after, I'd be like sort of speechless. But what I'm talking about is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Like, this book is everywhere and it has a lot of mixed reviews. But I am really excited to read this, and I now realize that there are 4 books by Leigh Bardugo on my 2020 TBR. Can't do anything about it. So this last book is one that Penguin Random House very kindly sent to me, and I'm like, I'll show you what I got along with this book in the book haul that will come up at the end of this month. But I can't wait to show you the book because this is the last on my 2020 TBR and I keep repeating myself. But the book is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and I am so excited. I was looking all over for the hardcover of this book everywhere, but I was unable to find it, and then Penguin Random House sent this over to me and I'm like, yes, I'm going to read it. As you know, The Night Circus is one of my favorite books of 2019, and reading this and getting this and actually thinking that I will be able to go ahead and read it is heaven, is absolute heaven. So just look at this cover and then this. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a hardcover. This is like set in a university library. It starts off from a university library, so that it can't get better than anything else in this whole wide world. Like, I'm babbling now. So those were the 20 books that I want to read in 2020. Which of these have you read? Which ones do you want to read? Which ones do you want to buy? Which ones have you read and you liked? Which ones have you read and not liked? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to buy any of these books, then I'll leave my Amazon affiliate link in the description box below. Please use those links to buy them because I get a small commission off of every purchase that you make when the price remains the same for you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.